In this video I'm going to show you how to make a loading screen like this. So if you're a PS4 player and want to learn how to make gaming videos using the free and easy Sharefactory app on the PS4, then this is the channel for you. So please do like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks. Okay, so we let that play one more time. Now, very quickly before we start, I had a question asking me if I'd make an intro for somebody, and I wondered if I was to make intros, outros, or loading screens free to download, whether that would be of interest to anybody. So please do comment yes or no below, just so that I know whether it's worthwhile. Thanks. Okay, so before we start, we're in Fortnite to make this loading screen, and you need to go into settings in game. Just make sure record large team replays is on, or creative if you want to go into creative. So we're going to go straight in, find a place. It doesn't matter where you go, but we want to find a backdrop that we like, and we just do a few emotes that we like. So I chose this dance just to have a loading screen. Literally only need to do it for about 8 seconds. I would think the clip will be about 5 or 6 seconds long. Okay, so then once you've done that, you go into replays and then go into that game, and then you just forward all the way through till you find it, and you want to use the right stick to change from gameplay, change the camera angle from gameplay to drone free, or you can have drone attach. So I started off with drone free here. You do have to find your place again. I changed it to drone attach, and then you just need to press the left stick to remove the HUD, and then you just push the triangle button to start playing. And before you start playing, you want to double tap the share button to record the clip, and then once you've got about 8 seconds worth, then you can just double tap the share button on the controller again, and then you can leave the match. Okay, so that's us done with Fortnite. Then we go into Sharefactory and go into new project, choose a theme. I'm going to presume you know how to do all this bit. You just get rid of all the ticks apart from one, and then we just find the clip that we had. And I did a few other emotes on this one. You can rename it, and then here is our clip. So we just get rid of this bit by deleting it, and then we're just left with this 28-second clip. So what we want to do is just keep moving, and we want to narrow it down to the part that we want. Okay, so we just keep on splitting the clip until we've got it down to the sort of I'd say 5 or 6 second clip that we want here. So with these, it's up to you how long you want them, but I would say 6 seconds is kind of the amount. I wouldn't go too much longer than that, because people want to watch your video, I guess, rather than watching a long intro or long loading screen. Okay, so we're splitting this down to the sort of 6 second clip that we want. Okay, and obviously we're doing this in Fortnite, but we can do it in any games that you play, so as long as you're using Sharefactory, it will be absolutely fine. And this is the method to do it. So we've got a 5 second clip now, so that's all ready. And then what we're going to do is start adding overlays. So we go to cross and add overlay, and then we've got all the text and stickers and that we can use. And I'm going to use this sort of square, sort of rectangular shape here, and what we can do is just increase the size and the angle of that by going into transform. So we can just rotate it and increase the size using the buttons along the bottom. It tells you which ones do which, so you just increase that as much as it'll go. It'll come out of the screen, but that's absolutely fine. That's what we want it to do. And then we're just going to make that as big as we possibly can, and then we're going to just move it around until we've got it to a position that we want, where we can kind of put it a bit of an angle and not see the sort of outside edges there, other than the one going across the middle of the screen. Okay, so we just play about with that. Once we've got it right, we push the cross button, and that gives us enough room for our character to do the dance as well, because he does lots of kicking, so there's lots of movement, and that's, we're not going to have the screen, the kicking going out the screen at all. Okay, once we've done that, then we can change I can never say it, opacity, and then if you go all the way to the left, it will be totally see-through, so you want to just change it about so you can still see some of the background underneath. And once you've done that, just push the cross for confirm, and then what we'll do is we'll start adding the text over the top of it. So adding text is quite straightforward. You just go across to the text, and then I usually use that text format there, but you can use whichever one you want to just play about with the styles that you want to do. And then we just start typing in. You would see the box of letters for you to type on yours. It's just because I'm recording this, it doesn't show. And then what we do is we type it. We don't worry about the duration for the moment, but we do want the duration to go all the way across the whole video, so we change that about. I'll show you how to move it around using the sticks on your controller, and you can change the sizes using the buttons down below to show you what to do. Okay, text duration, so all of the text and overlays we're going to change, so it's throughout the whole of the clip. Okay, and I've just added all of the words there apart from the loading screen, just finishing that one now, and then we just put that into place. And what we're going to do is use some full stops to make a sort of loading screen effect below. Okay, so I'm going to change this to sort of a yellowy colour purely because that's the sort of format of my videos, is this sort of turquoisey blue sort of colour and yellow, so just wondering what that looks like. So okay, I'm going to add these full stops along here, and then if you move them to next to the loading screen, we can kind of get the effect as though it's loading up. And the way we do that is by just confirming that and then going across the text animation, and then we go down to marquee, and you see it does this sort of loading sort of style effect. So that's quite useful, so we'll play that for you in a second. Okay, so now we just need to change the dots so that they are yellow, and we'll also change it so that they go throughout the whole clip. And then once we have done that, we are ready to push the triangle button, which will render the clip, and then we just go to share later when it comes up with the option of sharing onto YouTube, and then that is us done on this part. So then we can just go into there you go, the share later, and then we can come out of that. We'll save the project, and then we can go into the you can see it in my projects. There you go, it's their new loading screen. Okay, so then you can go into new project, and then go into your themes, and then unclick all the ticks there apart from one, go up to most recent, and there you go. You can just click on that and add whichever. I'm just going to click any random clip, press square, won't worry about renaming it, and press play. Okay, so that's where it all is there. Now you see it jumps between the two clips. Now I would add a transition there and just go to dissolves, crossfade. It says it's going to make the clips shorter, it doesn't matter, and there you go, it's a bit nicer to in between clips there. So you could always do that each time you add it to any of your videos. Okay, if you found this video of any use, please do subscribe and turn on notifications, and comment below to let me know if you did find it of use. Please also check out my other videos on Sharefactory. I've got lots of tutorials on thumbnails, intros, etc. So do check it out, and thanks for watching.